Okay. Hi. So this is recording 2. I started a new recording. Same stream. I just.
Which battlefield are you headed to? Make sure you're ready.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
Let's just do support log here.
Once again, I have accomplished a most triumphant feat. Behold, my awe-inspiring talent! From these hands is new magic born. But I mustn't rest on my laurels quite yet. Nay, I must aim for ever more spectacular heights!
Hey, Constance, you got a second?
Claude, of all people, you may enter.
Up to some of your old experiments, huh? Perfect timing.
How dare you speak of me as though I am some non-entity to be slotted into your schedule?
Whoa, okay. Hang on. I just heard you were researching some interesting magic.
Ha ha ha! You have heard correctly! I have created a new spell which can affect both the style and length of one's hair! There is no questioning, this heralds a revolution that will sweep all of Fodlan!
Revolutions aside, that sounds like an incredible spell. Care to give me a little demonstration? This is great. If I can change my hairstyle at will, I'll be able to slip out of all kinds of sticky situations.
Of course! And you shall be my first test subject!
Your first? Hold on. This idea's not sounding quite so clever anymore.
Take this!
Did it work?
Beyond my wildest imaginings! Why, your hair is now more resplendent than ever!
I appreciate the sentiment, but I still don't know... Wait, why is my head hard? Ow! It's so sharp it hurt my hand! I really don't think this hairstyle's gonna catch on. I look like an angry cat that fell into a bathtub.
And now you know what it means to be ahead of your time. Unconventional though it may be, your hairstyle is objectively flawless.
This isn't exactly ideal for keeping a low profile. I couldn't even wear a hat without tearing right through the thing.
Inconceivable! You are given the rare honor of being the subject of my magic, yet all you can think to do is whinge and complain. If that is to be your response, why did you rush to my side the moment I completed the experiment?
Yeah, I guess things turned out a bit differently than I'd been led to believe. Still, it is some pretty incredible magic. I doubt anyone else could even come close.
You sound as though you're consoling me, yet I have not failed in the slightest.
No, I'm not calling it a failure per se. It's just that the applications might be rather,
You will come to rue those words.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
I'm gonna pause the game. So, as we said before, I didn't get the ending. Okay, I don't want to say I got it. I understood it. I don't like the ending. Why did it just abruptly end there? Or, me personally, there was just no ending. Oh my gosh. Alright, keep the game going.
All this bloodshed. Will it never come to an end?
that freeloader, huh? I know you're napping around here somewhere. On your feet and back to work already, yeah? Finally. Come on, Sunshine, up and at 'em.
So I'm gonna do female sheds again.
Hey, get up already!
Sorry, what's going on?
What's going on? Did your head spring a leak while you were napping? Better see if you can even remember your name.
Same name. We're gonna keep the same name. We're gonna keep everything the same.
Well, looks like there's hope for you yet.
Back off, you sack of guts. I'm just resting up for the battle.
Yeah, well, the battle's on our doorstep, so you're lucky I like you enough to wake you. You heard who we're up against, yeah? Gerald's mercenaries. Gonna be one hell of a fight if true, especially if the Ashen Demon is here. Don't like a smidge of what I've heard about that fella. Or was it a woman?
Leave it to you to fumble the details. Did you even catch this Ashen Demon's name?
Of course I did. It was... by the goddess, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, that's it.
Demon or no demon, our job is to fight and win.
You sound just like the captain. I know they paid up front, but come on.
Well, at least one of you has some courage. You've certainly come a long way since I plucked you from that mountain village. But this battle is about more than just victory. Gerald's team has a sterling reputation. Rumor has it they've never blundered even a single job. But once we put them to rout, we'll finally be the greatest mercenaries in all of Leicester.
Enemy activity detected, Captain.
Looks like we'll be fighting by moonlight. Mind you don't kill each other in the dark.
Wasn't expecting a fight so soon, but I guess there's nothing for it. You ready?
When this is over, we'll all greet the new dawn together.
You sure are a cocky little thing. But yeah, all right. I'll be there.
Alright, let's do this fast.
Alright, let's get down to business. We're up against Gerald's mercenaries.
Let's move out!
Drive them straight into their graves!
Time to see what you're made of. We're not putting up much of a fight. Are these guys new recruits or something? Guess this means I can mess with them a little.
Charge!
Guess that's that.
I eat steak tougher than this. Hey, you! Clear out that group over there!
This is not much to do, just bam. Attack.
take out the stronghold over this way, yeah? You get the one over there.
Can't wait to wrap this up so we can all
Just-
drown ourselves in ale.
I just thought the ending would be better. I'm still not over it. I'm just not over it. Is that wrong of me?
Capture complete. Captain ran off ahead of us. Is she gonna be okay?
Master your fear and advance!
Keep your eyes open. We still don't know if the Ashen Demon is here.
The main force is here. We're saved. Now push! Push the enemy back!
About time a foe with some teeth showed up. But they still don't stand a chance against Burling's mercenaries. Now, isn't this a sight? You must be the infamous Ashen Demon. I can't wait to tear you apart.
This'll be the end of the Ashen Demon. No one can beat the Captain.
Captain.
They took out Leslie like she was nothing. So many of them. Only one thing to do about that.
I can't believe I'm losing to some damn kid.
I've got you now. Captain Burling's in trouble. I have to reach her before it's too late.
No. Just when my dream was finally in sight. You monster.
The captain's dead. What are we gonna do now?
And we're back with the Bible. The best character in the game.
Stand down or die.
We're gonna stand. We're gonna fight. And we're gonna avenge the Captain.
You don't have to do anything here because you technically don't die. So you can just put your controller.
Merc.
Run! Run while you can!
Get no! This can't be happening.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything. You can just put your controller down.
Keep fighting.
Perish with you. The cycle of this world. I will not allow it to perish with you. Where did you get that power?
No idea. It's just what I need to bring you down.
Good special rules.
You're done!
We're here to help! Let's do this!
Interesting. You're fighting like an entirely different person.
Oh, he just came back.
No escape!
That's enough! We did what we came to. Everyone, fall back!
What?
Sorry, but this fight is over.
Hey, wait!
Why? We've achieved our goal. Your job was to stop us, and you failed. Another time, perhaps.
Hey, we're not done here! Why am I so tired? Huh? Where am I?
Oh, good. You're awake. Not sure I would have been able to sleep at night with your blood on my hands.
I know your voice. I dreamed about you.
Strange. I have no such recollection. Regardless, I'm a being who exists on the edge of dreams and reality. You may call me Arval.
Arval, huh?
But for now, let me speak plain. You are slated to die. Right now, I'm the only thing holding your meager life together. And to be blunt, it's beginning to tire me.
Thank you?
Oh, my. That's the first time anyone has ever shown me gratitude. And I must say, I like it very much. Hear me well. You are a crucial piece of this world's cyclical... No, this will never do. You're far too groggy to absorb what I'm saying. For now, I needn't tell you how you'll get back on your feet. I need only convince you that you will.
Is this a dream? I remember collapsing, but then...
You're half right, which also means you're half wrong. But full marks for effort. Still, the important thing is what you do after you wake.
And what should that be?
Recall, please, how the Ashen Demon bested you. Came within an inch of snuffing out your life. If you attempt the fight again the same way, you will reach the same conclusion. This would force me to step in once more, which would be most annoying and also rather counterproductive, if I'm honest.
Then I'll get stronger. The woman I am now will seem like a little kid in comparison. And one day, I will surpass the Ashen Demon. I swear it.
Indeed.
My captain and comrade are dead. The company is finished. So there's only one thing I can do. Start over.
Huh. I thought you to be more sentimental. Did they not take you in? Care for you?
Gold's the only thing that ever held us together, and death is something we're all too used to. I never knew my real parents, and I lost the mother who raised me. Parting's just come easy to me, I guess. The best way to honor my fallen comrades is by training hard and growing even stronger. Then I'll crush Geralt's mercenaries, and the Ashen Demon with them. That's what I'm going to live for now.
Oh, but I like your spirit, though I expected no less from my partner in destiny.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, I suppose that was a bit sudden. I should remember, take intimacy in smaller steps. The point is that I'm here to guide you, and I promise to help you find the strength to see your dreams realized.
Prologue. A chance encounter. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a goddess, has existed for uncountable ages. Now, 3 ruling powers control the land. To the south is a region held for more than 1,000 years by the Adrestian Empire. To the north is the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. And to the east, a league of nobles that bends no knee rules the Leicester Alliance. Though once consumed in war, these 3 powers now exist in relative harmony. Nestled between them is Garreg Mach Monastery, seat of the Church of Seros, the land's widely practiced faith, and a power that helps to maintain peace across the continent. Not far from the monastery, at the northern edge of the empire, is a small village called Ramire, and west of this place stretches a forest where a lone mercenary awaits.
Hey, wake up! Ugh, how many times must we do this? Get up already!
Huh? That's weird. I could have sworn I heard someone calling me. It's still dark out, though.
Hello, yes, I was calling you. Many times, I might add.
Come on, I told you not to sneak up on me like that.
As if I have a choice. Do you know how many times you would have died by now if not for me? I'll tell you. 22. The 3 times you leapt off a cliff to quote-unquote get tougher saved you. Those 5 mad attempts to dispatch a horde of monsters by yourself saved you. And tonight, despite my repeated warnings, you took the wrong path and ended up having to sleep on a bed of leaves in the middle of the woods. Ignoring me, hmm? I'll take that to mean I touched a nerve. At any rate, we all make a few mistakes along the way. And by we, I mean you. And by a few, I mean far, far more than average. Now then, with that out of the way, would you like to know why I've roused you from your mud-caked slumber? Actually, it's probably easier to show rather than tell at this point. Look over there, if you would.
Hmm?
Stop plowing ahead, Claude. You're going to get us lost.
Lost schmost. We've got it on Imperial authority that this is the way to the village.
True, I said there was a village, but how could anyone know where it is in the thick of these mountains? I can't even say for certain where we are in all this gloom.
Okay, new plan. I'll rely on my keen senses to navigate. Lucky for you, they're sharp as an arrow.
Hold, both of you. Someone's here. Another bandit, perhaps?
They're mistaking you for some common backwater thief. What cheek.
Well, hold on there. I'm no bandit. I'm a mercenary.
Well, that makes everything better.
A bandit would be far less out of place in these woods than a sellsword. What brings you here?
We've no time for an interrogation. Our pursuers are closing in.
I don't know who you people are or what you want, but I think introductions can wait. You clearly need every blade you can find, and my pockets have been feeling awfully light lately. What do you say?
Alright.
Well, since you're here, do you mind stepping in and helping us chase off these scary bandits?
Don't worry about payment. You'll receive plenty of coin. If we survive, that is.
Oh, I guess I keep my levels. Wait, what? I kept my levels? No, it was keeping my support. It's not my levels. That's weird.
There they are! Kill them all!
I'll deal with things here.
Got you!
Watch this!
Fighting for them now, are ya? You can die with your new friends!
Let me show you a trick for dealing with heavily defended enemies. And that's how it's done.
Don't overstep, Edelgard. Well, I suppose my turn has arrived. I've awaited this moment. I won't allow anyone to stop me.
You're making me feel bad for the enemy, Dimitri.
Apologies, but it was you or me.
Just who are these people anyway? All three of them have crests.
What's wrong with you? They're just a bunch of brats! Stop embarrassing yourself and stand your ground already!
Is it clog time? I think it's clog time. No problem, I got it. I'm a master of strategy, but I'm not really used to being on the front lines. Hey, you got lucky there. Well, lucky for me, I guess. Not so much for you.
Bandits have a firm hold on the central road. It would be wise to move through the forest and take down the strongholds as we go.
Try and keep an eye on who we're fighting, and make sure we've got the right person leading the charge at the right time. Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the...
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
Take a breather.
No problem, I got it.
Let's do this! Let us crush their defenses!
Claude, you're hurt. Do something about those wounds.
Sorry.
shoddy defenses. We'll be done before we know it if they're all like this. I shall take the...
Watch this!
We'll make good use of this.
We managed to contain things here.
That ought to unravel their defenses.
Enough of this strategy nonsense! Get up there and tear them all to pieces!
Okay, how many thugs does this guy have working for him anyway?
Eloise?
Repent, foul bandits! The Knights of Seros are here, and we'll cut you down for terrorizing our students.
This battle is practically won if the Knights have arrived.
The Knights of Seros! Not now! If I don't kill at least one of them, Brett, I'm finished!
Are you changing places?
I've awaited this moment.
Watch out! They're gonna make a last-ditch effort to rush our position.
Where is he? There he is.
We must...
Form ranks and capture those bandits! Quickly now!
I'll take over. Take a breather.
This is where you die, dogs! You're gonna learn how tough a bandit can really be!
We cannot allow ourselves to perish.
I don't want my level to be
Afraid we must spare no mercy.
like, it's not fun if your level's kind of high.
Never should have taken this job!
Is it over?
Alright, I'm gonna keep the game muted for a second.
Hang on. You're seriously the Imperial Princess? The Crown Prince? And the heir to the Alliance?
Yes. And as the three of us are now in your debt, I think formal introductions are in order. My name is Edelgard von Hresvelg, Princess of the Adrestian Empire.
I am Dmitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
And I'm Claude von Regan, grandson of the leader of the Leicester Alliance.
Things looked grim there for a moment. Thanks to you, we put those bandits to flight.
Bit of a miracle we ran into you out there, but hey, I'll take it.
Oh, I'm sure the three of you could have handled the situation just fine without me.
No need for false humility. We'd likely have perished if not for your help.
Well, aren't they an unlikely trio? I wonder why those bandits were after them. Still, it's no concern of ours. We have our own plans to attend to. Now, collect your pay and be off before they get a wild idea and ask you to join them.
Say, while I have you here, do you know where I can find Remire Village? I took a wrong turn somewhere along the way. I'm looking for a band of hardened mercenaries who follow a man named Gerald. I hear rumors that's where they're camped.
Actually, Remire might just be the village we've been looking for, too. That ring a bell, Edelgard? I don't remember hearing anything about mercs, but...
The name sounds correct, at least.
Gerald's too smart to get smoked out by a bunch of rumors, but they're all I've got at the moment.
In any case, we won't find our own 2 feet in all this dark. We should return to camp and get our bearings before...
Hello there, house leaders. Hello, brave mercenary. We've mopped up what's left of those rascals, so what say we return to camp? And I insist you accompany us, good mercenary.
Who, me?
You heard the man. We'll wait out the night together and make for the village in the morning. It's a great plan, especially if you want to get paid, as we're a tiny bit short on pocket change at the moment.
Yes. And those mercenaries you're looking for? Gerald's band, was it? They may be in Ramire village tonight, but there's no telling when they'll move on. If you come back to our camp, we have maps that may help you get one step ahead of them.
This is clearly the wisest course of action. Not to mention that I would enjoy conversing with you further. But of course, the choice is yours.
Ugh, why can't things ever be simple?
All right, but just for the night.
Perfect. Then might I borrow you for a moment after we reach camp? There's a matter we must speak about. Nothing alarming, I promise you.
Right then, so off we go? But, if I may, did I hear you mention a Gerald earlier?
Yes, do you know him? He heads up a pretty elite band of mercenaries, so I imagine his name has spread all over Fodlan by now.
Mercenaries, is it? No. No, it can't be him. Can it? Well, I'll just have to meet this Gerald myself. After I've seen my duties through, of course. After all, if I don't finish my assigned tasks, I'm mission the point. Get it? Missing? Mission? Come now, this is good stuff!
That's our Aloise. Come on, let's get moving before he really gets going.
Alright, let's see this. I'm gonna talk to everyone like last time.
Hey!
I can't believe how quickly those thugs set upon us. So the class's heads ran off. People were shouting orders, but it was a right miss. So who are you? I don't remember. Hey, you're one of the surviving brigands, aren't you? Someone help. Anyone, help.
Greetings.
Aloise told me all about what happened. Thank you for assisting the class heads. Had anything happened to the students, we all would have paid in Hardic and worse.
By the way,
it reminds me of the previous term when a student who returned from the academy went missing. And, forgive me, I'm rambling.
Hey!
Welcome to our humble base. I assume you're familiar with the Officers' Academy on the grounds of Garrick Mock Monastery, yes? The 3 young people you said earlier are the heads of the Academy 3 houses. But you'll find other students, teachers, and even members of the Knights of Saros here at this camp. I fear you caught us in the middle of an annual outdoor activity carried out at the beginning of the Academy school year.
That's concerning.
But the situation became quite the mess when the band of brigands attacked us. But the situation became quite the mess when the band of brigands attacked us. I wish we could chat at length, but it seems like a great classes want to speak with you. Alas, I cannot keep you all to myself. There is a great opportunity for you to bond with your rescuers.
Let's see.
It's you!
We've had these kind of outdoor activities countless times, but I've never seen anything like this happen. Plus, we got 3 high-ranking noble children here, so the guard was more than double that of the usual year. To think that we were nearly killed by some pack of base brigands, it's a real mess, make no mistake. And now I have to find a way to complain to all on Lady Rhea.
Ah, it's you.
The new merc, right, Shez? The board says you have some skill. You have to give me a demonstration before we head out. Deal, I can clear some time before sunrise. Looking forward to it.
Heya!
Oh, you're that merc. It's great to see you. I'm Annette. It's my best friend Mercedes.
Hello there.
It's nice to make your acquaintance. Have you already spoken with the others?
Let's see.
Not yet, but I'm planning to. So that means none of us know all that much about each other.
Is,
Hey, we all just started at the Office Academy, so my grasp on the blue lines is tenuous at best.
It's my thanks.
His Highness can have my gratitude. I will see this debt repaid.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, I just chipped in a little here at the end. Little or no, I must offer thanks. To be honest, I'd like to treat you to a meal, but we lack the time.
You have my thanks.
Let me begin by conveying my gratitude to you. We are in your debt.
Speaking of
Also, I
which-
examined a map earlier, and the village where you are headed seems to be more to the east.
Thanks.
I appreciate it. I checked the map earlier, but I couldn't tell where the woods I actually was. Well, I'm glad that I could be of service. Hope you were able to reach your destination this time.
By the way,
You'll be staying until sunrise, yes? I hope you'll take the opportunity to converse with the others here. Of course, now that I sprung the idea on you, you'll likely find yourself at a loss out of whom you want to
How
speak to.
about this?
On that note, I would most likely be happy to give you an introduction to any of the Blue Line House students. I gotta say, I never thought the person who helped Dimitri would be so stunning. I'd love to invite you for a meal sometime. Just as thanks for all you've done, of course.
Don't be ridiculous.
So Van, you speak to His Highness benefactor. Stop trying to pick her up like a common
Can we
floozy.
speak a
And
moment?
I don't believe I got your name. The name Shez, keep it in mind. In case you never need a heavy hitter, I'll do just that. While it's unfortunate we're parting ways here, I suspect we have a chance to meet again in the future.
Not good.
It's a shame we don't have the time to get to know each other, other than a little better, though. Spare me the side eye, Ingrid. I'm just getting my heart to speak for me here.
Hey there.
You must be the merc. I've been hearing about a mash and student Garrick Officer Academy. See. Do you know about the academy? There are 3 houses, each based on where a person is from. Oh, I've heard of it. Alright. One of my employers a little back away. How'd he gone to that place? Nice. Haha, I could see that. Lots of influential nobles and royals from all over study at the academy. I actually find it pretty daunting to always be surrounded by the rich and powerful. It's a lot easier to talk to someone like you.
quite.
I am Hanneman. A professor at the Office Academy. I heard tell of your recent exploits and wish to express my thanks. On another matter, do you possess a crest? Crests are some magic noble thing, right? Listen well now, crests are a power that dwells in the blood, and they are passed down through the generations from parent to child. Those with crests may excel at magic, or perhaps have the ability to wield powerful weapons known as heroic relics. When I heard about what you did, I thought perhaps you were in possession of one. But seeing your reaction, I imagine you never looked into the matter. If you were to come to my residence at the monastery, I could take the time to conduct a full investigation if you like. I healed so many people today that I never wanted to look at a bandage again. And who do we have here? No, wait, don't say it. Let me guess. You are a brave vagabond knight who appears to boldly protect me from the brigands earlier.
Right on.
Oh yes, that's me, alright. Oh, and the name's Shed, by the way. Oh, you're very kind to go along with my little Jade.
Well, hi.
Well then, I am Manuel, a professor at the Officers Academy, a doctor, and also a strong songstress of a world-renowned opera academy. Though I have worked myself to the very bone today, so right now I am merely a sad and lonesome woman.
Please, I'm listening.
did you
I
mean?
can't believe they talked me into going on this trip. It'll be fun, they said nothing ever happens. And then bam, disaster and danger everywhere. I thought I was going to die out there. I was putting in my spirit anything that got within range. But then some girl from the Officers Academy showed up and led me to safety. I tell you, kids these days are graceful and strong. Nothing like the useless punks from my day.
Please be listening. Listen.
Hello, I am Petra. I'm finding you to be quite fascinating.
Right on.
Hey there, Shez. I'm technically a merc. Hey there, I'm Shez. I'm technically a merc. Though I guess right now, I'm kind of just a drifter.
That has much
I do not have
difficulty.
understanding. Where are you drifting to?
Yeah,
Through
I
the
don't
world.
know.
You know, just sort of kicking around with no real end goal.
Thank you.
Ah, there you are. Thank you for your assistance in the previous battle. I'd like to discuss your future if you have a moment. Do you find yourself with no place to go after we accomplish our objective? I'm hoping we might hire you up with the Empire. I can promise you'll be handsomely paid, including the work you did today. What say you?
Let's see.
Appreciate I'll definitely take it
If you
over.
would.
Please do. A talent like yours is hard to come by.
On another.
By the way, have you spoken with the others here in the camp? I can tell you a little about them all. I don't need to talk.
Hello.
You must be the merc Edie told us about. I'm Dorothea. You heard about the Officers Academy, right? Well, pretty much all of this year's students from Black Eagle House are here at the moment, except for Bernadette, which is sadly typical. She stayed behind because she was terrified of the idea that we might be attacked in the woods. I can't believe she ended up being right. Don't worry, I didn't mean to ramble. Has anyone ever told you that you're surprisingly easy to talk to? Yes, you're the merc we happen to cross. Well, however, reservations about you. The fact that it remains that you assisted Lady Edelgard, and for that I offer my gratitude. Happy to help, although I wouldn't mind some details with the whole reservations part. My daughter mine alone, you need not concern yourself with the matter.
How may I help?
Thank you for cooperation with the heads of the three houses. It seems like the class heads serve as decoys to draw out most of the threes before finding opportunity to flee. Thanks to that, the others managed to hold fast with only light injuries. It still would have been tragic if had any of the heads been seriously injured or worse. I'm just grateful for all your help.
Are you nuts?
Hey Linhart, wake up. Look, I guess that you're tired, but we're leaving at the crack of dawn, remember? The bandit attack stole my chance for sleep, so I must. Who might you be? Hey there, I'm Shuz. I'm a merc who just passed through the area. I caught up by those bandits earlier, which is how I ended up here. So you're the one who took out their boss? You were amazing. I should have given chase and knocked him around a bit myself, but oh well.
Look who has arrived.
Whoa, the mercenary who cut down the leader of the thieves. I must say that was quite the capable display you have back there. I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate scion of the Eyre family, the foremost house of the Empire. Sorry, never heard of you. My star, you truly never heard of House of Eyre? I think even a base cell sword, such as yourself would have passing familiarity. Clearly, I must work hard at speaking to the common folk so they might cry the name of my family from one end of the continent to the other.
Hey there. Thanks.
Hey, Richard, what you did back there. So we did a world of hurt. Regarding compensation, Eloise told me not to pay you personally. I guess they want to handle it as a church thing. Hey, as long as I get paid, I don't care who's handling over the coin. Yeah, you're definitely a mercenary, alright.
Speaking of...
Speaking of which, have you talked with the other heroes? I can tell you a little about the students at my Golden Deer house.
Oh, hey.
Hey, you're the merc who helped Claude out of that little jam. Hey, you're very strong. I was kind of picturing you as one of those huge bodybuilders or something. Hey, sorry to disappoint. I'm just your average gal. Too average if you ask me. We'll talk about a letdown. Oh, come on, I'm joking. You're pretty easy to talk to, so I couldn't help myself. Anyway, thanks for helping Claude out. Hey, you're a new face. Are you a student from one of the other houses? You must be the merc we've been hearing so much about. What was your name again?
Right on.
Yeah, I'm sure it's good to meet you. What house are you guys in? We're in Claude's house, but Golden Deer, but we're just regular old common folk. To the nature of Luster, we have more students for the commoner class than the other houses.
Please?
I imagine you are a commoner yourself, but being a merc and all. Oh, you're that merc everyone's talking about, was it? You're not going to curry favor with the children of the nobility in pursuit of nefarious aim, are you?
Nuh-uh.
No, I just saw folks in trouble and helped them out. Didn't even know they were noble till afterward. I see. And do you think a mercenary friend is someone worthy of trust, Marianne? Well, I mean, well, either way, we need to get going. We're busy. What an ass. Hey, aren't you the one merc who helped out Claude and the others? I'm actually just gunning to become a merc myself. Well, that's why I enrolled at the Officers Academy.
Right on.
In that case, I hope we end up working together. Hey, thanks, I'll give it all I got. I'm gonna work myself to the belt so I can be just as strong as a captain someday.
Well met.
Do you know about the 3 hats at the Officers Academy? I only asked because you seem a little dense, no offense. Anyway, you've got the Black Eagle hat, which is home to folks of the Justin Empire. Then there's the Blue Lion hat, which is made up of individuals from the Holy Kingdom of Fathers. And there's the Golden Deer House, which has people from the Lesser Alliance. You must be the famed mercenary of the woods who stepped in to help Claude. As a noble representative of the Lesser Alliance, I must offer you my thanks.
Huh?
Oh, I thought it was House Freak who represented the Alliance. Oh, on the surface, perhaps, but the reality of the thing is quite different. The one who bears the future of Lester on his shoulder is none other than myself. After all, I am Lorenz, the Hellman Gloucester. That's why no one likes you.
I see.
Hey, Shez, you've spoken to the house leaders yet? What, you're leaving? But that won't do. Actually, I was hoping I can ask you something of you. Would you hear me out?
If I'm honest.
He's gonna talk about
My
muting.
sincere apologies for asking this of you. I know you're heading for Ramire Village in order to find Gerald's mercenaries, but... well, perhaps you might consider changing your mind and accompanying us to Garreg-Mach Monastery instead.
And why would I do that exactly?
Because you've done us a great service, and we don't have the means in camp to properly reward you. At the monastery, however, we can repay your kindness in full. Also, between you and me, this evening's turn of events was quite the embarrassment for the church. We allowed students of the Officers Academy out of our sight, and house leaders of great political consequence at that. And then they crossed swords with bandits. If word got out, well, let's just say it would sit poorly with everyone. So you see why we must ensure you are well compensated. Also, there may be some papers for you to sign, perhaps in blood.
This sounds more like hush money than a reward.
Yes, that's exactly what I told the fool knight who suggested it. Me, I'd just as soon send you on your way, but I fear I'm obligated to escort you back. Anyway, the whole thing will be much easier if you simply agree to come along. Just as a formality, of course.
I think that was a threat. And here I thought he was a big softy. Well, what do you think? Garreg-Mach is in the opposite direction of where we need to be, but this man seems rather set on having us accompany them.
You make a poor case, Alois, but I can see where this is heading. I'll come with you to the monastery, but I'm not staying a single minute longer than I have to.
Bless you, my friend. What a noble soul you are. I'd say you saved my bacon, but that would be utterly hammy.
Alois, has anyone ever told you that you're...
Don't. Some truths are simply too painful to bear. While I'm no expert, I fear the poor man's heart couldn't handle the shock.
Told me what?
Told you how dashing you are in that armor. Not just any man can pull off that look.
Ah, you like it? Wonderful. I admit I've received no small share of positive comments on it. There's a grand story behind every last ding and dent. Enough to keep me talking for a week. Why, take this one here.
We heard you'll be joining us at Garrick Mach. Perhaps somewhat unwillingly, I might add. I know this wasn't in your plans, but if it lets us get to know each other better, perhaps it will prove worth it in the end.
Unwilling or not, we've got a long road ahead, so let's try to keep the mood light.
I hesitate to ask this considering you're only here because of us, but... Well, are you sure about this decision? The last thing we want is to delay you from your own business. The Knights may seem unwilling to bend, but it's not as if you have no say in the matter.
No one gets a say when they're up against a squadron of knights.
No, I suppose not. Apologies again for dragging you into this mess.
Yes, that's quite enough chatter. Let's save our energy for the road. To the monastery!
Listen, I know this one's on me. I'm the one who roped you into coming back to camp after all. But I'll find a way to make it up to you, I promise.
Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it.
A skeptic, huh? You know, I may look like a scoundrel, but I happen to be a man of my...
Hey! Hurry up back there or we'll leave you behind!
You know you've had a busy day when you rub shoulders with the heirs to the Empire, the Kingdom, and the Alliance. I think they're a fascinating group of people myself, but what do you make of them?
Seems like Edelgard thinks high enough of me. She's got this elegant air about her, but somehow doesn't hold any disdain for mercenaries. It feels like Dimitri's always checking in on me every chance he gets. He'll definitely make a good king. The kind who looks after his people. Claude's a laid-back kind of guy who doesn't really strike me as noble, and I mean that in a good way. Something tells me he's gonna be easy to work with.
Of course you only pick up on their rosy qualities. You really are a delight. Have I told you that lately? Still, you'd better pick up the pace before you vex these people any further.
Alright.
Prologue. 3 houses. Deep in the forest, the mercenary meets a trio of youths, each a student at Garrick Mach's Officers' Academy, and a leader of one of the school's 3 houses. Striking down the bandit chief who attacked the students brings undue attention to the mercenary, who soon arrives at the hallowed gates of Garrick Mach.
And with that, may I present the mercenary I spoke of?
Greetings. My name is Rhea, and I am the Archbishop of the Church of Seros. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for rescuing our students.
I'm just glad I could help.
Such modesty is not required around me. Your actions were truly commendable.
However, the reason we summoned you here was not simply to express our gratitude. We have a proposal for you, one made on behalf of the church itself.
What kind of proposal?
Someone told you of the Officers' Academy here at the monastery, yes? We would have you join this academy as a student.
You what?
Though you are a mercenary, I understand you are not currently beholden to any one particular employer. Also, the students you rescued are close to your own age. Your life could be greatly enriched here.
Or she's heard about our power and wants to keep us on a short leash. And yet she's taking it almost as a given that we'll accept. It's infuriating.
Sorry, but the world's got other plans for me. I can't afford to stay here forever.
Oh, this would not be forever. You would only be enrolled for 1 year. Bear in mind that the Knights of Seros and many other powerful warriors pass through these gates. Whether you seek to someday become an officer, or simply increase your own strength, this environment will undoubtedly aid in your pursuits.
They've really talked us into a corner here. I think I see where this is going.
All right, I'm in.
A wise decision. We will do all we can to ensure you do not regret it.
I believe you will go far.
If I may, permit me to tell you a bit more about the school itself. The Academy is divided into 3 houses and draws in the most promising young talents from every corner of Fulton. Some are noble-born, while others spring from more humble roots. But within these walls, all are treated as equals. We ask our prospects to spend a year living under the same dormitory roof, so they can challenge each other, work hard, and grow together.
Each of our houses corresponds to one of Fodlan's 3 regions. Edelgard leads the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Dimitri leads the Blue Lion House, home to students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. And Claude leads the Golden Deer House, for students from the Leicester Alliance.
We could select a house for you ourselves, but as all of this was our idea, perhaps we should leave this decision to you. You are something of a special case, after all.
So I can join any house I want?
Yes, you have simply to name it.
So we're gonna, as we all know, we already did the Golden Deer House for students that from the Lesser Alliance, what they lack in organization, they make up for in skill. The Black Eagles, a house for students from the Adrestian Empire, Mayor Nobility, and most of whom use magic. House for students from the Kingdom of Cardigans, most value chivalry and excel military arts. So, I'm gonna do it in the same order I did when I did my 3 houses run. House for students from the Kingdom of Fargus. So, here's a Golden Deer. I'm gonna do the Blue Lion's house.
So you wish to join Dimitri's Blue Lions. Are you certain?
Yep, that's the one. I'm sure of it.
May you build wonderful and lasting friendships in your new house.
Well then, with that taken care of, it's time to decide which of us will supervise which house.
Yes, it turns out we just underwent a last-minute roster change. I guess you two haven't met. This is Professor Yuritsa, our weapons instructor.
Hello.
Nice meeting you, Sir, don't load me up with too much homework, all right?
Do my ears deceive me? Or is that curiosity I hear in your voice, Professor Yuritsa? I thought all the houses were the same to you. Perhaps you should be in charge of our new student's house, hmm?
I don't care. You decide.
Well, you'll certainly hear no objections from me. Professor Manuela, you and I can take charge of the remaining houses.
What? It's decided already? I was at least expecting a fight. Maybe some hair pulling? And as for you, my mysterious new student, I look forward to getting to know you much, much better throughout the year.
The gall of these people making decisions for you. It's enough to make one's head spin.
Right. In any case, I'm looking forward to learning from you, Professor Yuritsa.
I'll inform you of our first mission soon.
Sorry, what mission?
Oh, did we fail to mention that? Each month, every house in the Academy is given a mission entailing some form of service to the Church.
Oh, look at Ash, he's already a bow knight. That's so crazy. You can only recruit Ash in the Golden Deer House. That's insane. The funniest part of this all is that Ash is only 1,300 away, 1,200 away from Sylvain having the same amount of health. It's insane to me.
Professor Yuritsa told me the good news. Welcome to the Blue Lion House. I'm excited for us to learn and grow together. But for now,
what'd you type?
Please, make yourself at home.
Come on, Brandon.
Our whole house has been buzzing since we heard you were getting assigned here. So, we're going to treat you to a welcome feast.
You're disgusting,
tonight.
Brandon.
Assuming you're okay with the fancy offerings at the dining hall, that is.
On behalf of the Blue Lions, can I just say we are honored to have such a lovely young woman join our ranks? I mean that. And I can't
Ash
think
was
of
a guy,
better
by the way.
to get to know each other than gathering around the table for a meal.
Enough chatter. You're a mercenary, right? How's your swordsmanship? You must have some skill if the boar here gave you passing marks. But I won't know for sure until we cross blades at the training grounds. I'll see you there, before dinner.
That's no way to talk, Felix. You are being rude. Still, I must admit I'm curious as well. Rumor has it you're quite the exceptional fighter.
I'm happy to spar with any of you. Frankly, this brings me right back to my old merc buddies.
Trade blows if you must, but please try not to injure each other.
The training grounds can be a little tough to find. Oh, why don't I show you the way later? Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. One wrong turn and you're up in the library staring down the tallest stack of books you've ever seen.
Yes, this is the largest monastery in Fodlan, so it's easy to get lost if you let your mind wander.
If you struggle to settle in, say so. You helped His Highness. We are in your debt.
Remember your mission?
We are to stamp out what's left of the Iron King's thieves. If I may, Professor, it seems a bit challenging for a first mission.
But their leader, Costas, has already been dealt with. If the professor thinks us capable of mopping up the rest, I trust his judgment.
Good. Prepare yourself.
Of course, Oh, he's gone.
Professor Yuritsa isn't much of a talker. Or easy to talk to, for that matter.
I'm certain you'll get used to him. He may be a touch curt, but he's not a bad person at heart.
Still, bandit hunting right out of the gate? This is quite the mission.
After the events in the mountains, I hesitate to put His Highness in further danger.
You worry too much to do. Besides, we have a trustworthy new ally coming with us.
We should proceed with caution. Though if we keep our heads on straight, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Well said. Your Highness, stay close.
Don't bother, Dedu. You could grab this soup for brains by the scruff and he'd still squirm loose and charge headlong into battle.
Whatever the case, we should be doubly prepared. And we'll be counting on our mercenary friend here to assist us.
Sure thing, Dimitri. You just keep counting, while I'm off racking up all the glory.
There you are, Yuritsa. I have word from the knights.
It is time.
Yes. The bandits have fled north into the canyon bordering Count Ro's land in the kingdom. But the knights have cut off their escape, and now stand ready to provide whatever support the students may require.
We'll leave at once.
I needn't remind you, this is the first real battle for some of our charges. I trust you will keep them safe, though I likely do not need to worry with an old hand like you at their side.
No, you don't. You there. It's time for the mission. Gather the others.
About time we saw some action.
Alright.
Lost sight of them?
Ashamed to admit it, but yes. It's possible someone magicked the bandits away. But why go to that kind of trouble for a handful of highwaymen scum?
So be it. We'll follow the blood scent.
Right, of course. We'll follow... Wait, what?
We're leaving. Everyone, follow me.
Professor Yuritsa, where are you going? Well, he must have deduced where the bandits are. We should keep pace.
Pathetic.
Professor, it does not seem wise to charge ahead without... What's this?
From the look of it, they're bandits. Or they were.
Dead by my hand.
Whoa. Wait, so are these the bad guys we were after?
Most likely. I caught them trying to escape to that fortress.
Interesting.
That must be their stronghold.
In that case, we'd better clean the place out before they harm the nearby villages.
They've got their tails between their legs now, so this should be easy. Let's go.
Whoa there. Doesn't this whole fortress thing raise red flags for anyone else?
I agree. If this is their stronghold, why are there no signs of life?
It could be a trap to lure us in.
It's not smart to rush an enemy stronghold when we have no idea what's waiting for us inside. We should hold off for now.
I completely agree. I mean, look at the place. It's both dark and creepy.
The decision is not ours to make.
That's right. We're still on a mission after all. It's up to Professor Yuritsa.
And I say, enter the fortress. Dispatch any bandits you find.
But isn't it dangerous for us to go by ourselves?
There can't be more than a handful. You should have no issue. If need be, I will intervene.
Yeah, you sound confident, but I've still got a bad feeling about this.
Brace for the worst. No guts, no glory, am I right?
Should things go awry, Your Highness, stay behind me.
If things go awry, I will fall back. And I expect the rest of you to do the same.
I'm more than ready for this fortress. Let's see if it's ready for me.
If the professor's with us, I'm certain we'll be fine.
Then it's settled. Stay vigilant, everyone.
Defeat the thieves. None. Wow, I can't even change unit.
We'll put the bandits to rout.
Leave this to me.
Follow me.
Huh? Hey! We got intruders!
Here comes whoever they are. Looks like we'll have to fight our way out of this.
We gotta take him, and then we're gonna switch characters.
I'm going.
I've awaited this moment.
Lend me your strength.
Well, that was something. Moving on.
I made it. So this is what real battle is like.
I'm not letting you past here. My life depends on it.
Now we know who to kill to open the gate.
Allow me.
You like that? Not yet.
Let's begin. Come with me. Let's begin. It's time.
Sorry, everyone. I tried to stop them.
There you go.
Let's secure the interior. This place is bigger than I thought. Split up.
I pray they find peace in the grave.
A treasure chest. We'll need to find the key.
Yeah, so we need a
I can get it open without one if you want. I'm not exactly proud of that skill, but...
I was all ready to grab a nice...
Let's begin.
Tall from that chest.
Stand back now.
And now those intruders are all...
I'll do my best.
Me. The thing. I shall take the lead.
is the key.
I'll cover you. Here I go.
I'm going.
We will proceed as planned.
Let's begin.
That's a fancy ass spear you got there, Yuritsa.
Let's begin. It's time to...
I've awaited this moment.
I won't lose. Give them no mercy.
We will proceed as planned.
Allow me.
We will proceed as... Let's do this!
That's very long.
I shall take the lead.
This mission has gotten out of hand. Let's begin.
I suppose this isn't exactly a trap, but I still don't know what to expect from where.
It's an old structure, but very well built. These ruffians are lucky to have such a perfect hideout.
We'll go together.
Are you ready?
Yes, understood. Stand down! There. We've taken control of the fortress. Now, let us have a look around.
Search the basement.
I wonder if I missed any paranormal, honestly. Because I didn't get the support. I'm actually very curious.
Stand back now. Let's begin.
I've awaited this moment.
Hey, there's a prisoner down here. She looks like
Monica?
an academy student?
You like that?
I'll cover you.
Are you here to rescue me?
Are you all right? What are you doing here? I shall take the lead. Never mind. We can discuss that later.
Thank you for saving me.
I shall take the lead.
Don't let the girl escape, or Kranya will make us wish we were dead.
It's not safe here. We must take the girl and run.
They're after the girl. Well, we shook this hornet's nest, so it's on us to keep her safe. Let's hurry up and get rid of them.
That should do it. Hurry.
Sorry I'm slowing you down. The world is still a little wobbly at the moment.
Not our chance to get on this side.
Let's begin.
More bandits that eluded us. Leave none
Let's begin.
alive.
Stand your ground.
We will proceed.
Allow me.
This is now.
All right. Let's begin.
Good. That's the last of them.
Grant them no mercy.
We should be safe here. I mean, I hope we are at least.
All right. Who came in here and trashed my beautiful stronghold?
Kranya?
Hi there. I'm Kranya.
Running the
But you can just call me
trickster?
the lady that's about to murder you. Or, don't.
It's her. So be it.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of our ability. We will proceed as planned.
Kill
Stand
her.
back now.
I defy you.
Let us crush the defense.
Let's begin.
I've awaited this moment. Let's make the most of this.
Splendid.
We will proceed as planned.
Allow me.
Should be dead. Yeah, because Ash.
Yes, Ash. Together. Give in.
All right. You asked for it. Release the creature we captured.
We will proceed as planned. We move. Some sort of beast. Get ready, everyone. We have to take it down.
Attack in force. You'll never defeat it alone.
All the numbers in the world won't save you. I am here to aid you.
I shall take the lead.
This is going to be a long fight.
Its strength fades.
Are you
Should be
ready?
it.
Yes, understood. Stand down!
They defeated a demonic beast? Impossible! Talus isn't going to like this at all. You'll pay for this. You'll all pay!
These names are wholly unfamiliar to me. But at least we won the day.
Alright, I'm using retro fast.
I must keep aiming higher.
think I've grown.
I'm glad.
Hit level 4 already.
How can... I'm getting...
We should be safe here for the time being. I'm well acquainted with Professor Yuritsa, but the rest of you are this year's Blue Lions, I presume?
That's correct. But if I may, how did you come to be wearing our uniform? Also, how do you know Professor Yuritsa? Were you enrolled at the Officers' Academy?
She's one of last year's students. A Black Eagle.
That would make you our senior, but what are you doing in a place like this?
Well, I was just on the verge of graduation last year when I was kidnapped by the strangest people. In truth, I thought I'd never breathe fresh air again. Thank you for coming when you did. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Monica von Ox, eldest daughter of the Empire's Baron Ox.
Yes. I think I understand. This all began when the Knights lost sight of the bandits and you gave chase. Afterward, you entered a suspicious fortress and rescued a missing student. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I'll be sure to smooth things over for you once we're back.
Sounds good. But, why are you even here, Alois?
Because the Knights sent for help after you left them behind. Did you expect anything different? Not that I'm trying to lay blame at your feet. I know you were following Professor Yuritsa's lead, so I think everyone involved can head home knowing they did just swell. For as you know, all's swell that ends swell.
Still, I find this a rather grave turn of events. To think the same bandits who attacked our charges were behind another student's abduction.
Hmm? I never said I was kidnapped by bandits.
You didn't?
We saw others in the fortress. People who were clearly not bandits. This is just a thought. But what if they were the ones truly in charge, and the bandits mere pawns?
Yeah, there was one real piece of work. Kranya, I think, who managed to escape. I've seen all kinds of people as a mercenary, and she was definitely not your everyday bandit.
You're on the right path. Perhaps I should just tell you who kidnapped me, seeing as I already know.
What? Why didn't you mention this earlier?
Everyone was busy speculating, so it was difficult to cut in.
What do you know, child? Out with it.
Well, the one who kidnapped me was Tomas the Librarian. I'm certain of it. I could tell from his gait, and how he held his staff. I suppose he isn't the simple scholar you think he is.
Tomas? Impossible!
But Tomas has been at Garreg Mach even longer than I have. I don't want to believe it, but based on what you say, we've no choice but to investigate.
But Sir Alois...
Be on guard. If Tomas is in league with Kranya, he is dangerous.
Very well. I will quietly report the matter to Lady Rhea and leave the decision in her hands. Not a word of this to anyone. Is that clear?
Well, now things are getting interesting. Honestly, did not see this coming. So what do you make of this Kranya? Why do you think she was at the fortress?
You seemed preoccupied with her during the battle. She a friend of yours?
Sadly, I wouldn't know. My memory is but a shadow at this point. Gone, vanished, lost. I remember meeting you, but before that, nothing at all. And yet, the moment I saw her, I was struck with the most inexplicable feeling. I couldn't tell you if it was revulsion or affection. It was simply pure emotion.
And here I thought I had it tough.
Are you worried about me? How adorable! Oh, but I do love that about you.
And so, the Knights have been ordered to apprehend Tomas. As it happens, he's been absent from Garreg Mach for the last several days. They are using this opportunity to prepare quietly, and intend to seize him upon his return.
Hard to believe someone within the monastery was working against us.
It's shocking, yes, but we have testimony from the very person he abducted, not to mention all the other evidence they found. No surprise they want to bring the guy in.
This could be our only chance to find out about his co-conspirators.
So who is this Tomas guy anyway? You say he works in the library?
He used to help me track down all manner of obscure books. I always thought he was just a kind old man. Tomas is the last person I picture as a murderous kidnapper.
I asked around, and it seems he's been in his current position for over 40 years. Why he'd choose to lash out at the church now is beyond me.
Maybe his feelings aren't new. There could have been troubling signs for a while that we aren't aware of.
Even if that's true, what is the point of kidnapping a student?
Ransom, maybe? The kidnapped student is from an imperial house.
Or maybe he wants to tarnish the church's reputation.
Wow, look at you reasoning things out. Your new friends must be rubbing off on you.
Your Highness, did this man hire the bandits that attacked you in the mountains?
That's what I'm told, but I've yet to confirm it. There is evidence that seems to link them.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to feel a lot less safe after this.
You're not alone. Rumors are flying around the monastery about who else might be a traitor.
You'd think the church would do a better job vetting the people they employ.
Maybe it's not so easy to... Hey, do you hear that? Something's happening outside.
Are they ready at the gates?
Yes, sir. Every exit is covered.
Well, well, it sounds like Tomas has returned. I don't know why I know this, but you need to get out there, and quickly.
I think he's here. I'll be back.
Shouldn't we take a moment to... Very well. We'll be right behind you.
There he is!
That man down there.
Lady Rhea wants to speak with you. I suggest you accept.
This doddering persona of mine will benefit me no further.
What is this?
Familiar, right?
Such hubris from mere vermin. You will pay for this.
Find him!
Right! What he did was just like...
Prologue. Crisis in Ferdiad. Upon his return to Garreg Mach, the humble Tomas shapeshifts and flees, and not even the Knights of Ceros's most concerted efforts can track down the erstwhile librarian. Dmitri elects to keep an eye on events from afar and not involve himself in the disturbance. Soon, however, an urgent message arrives from Ferdiad, capital of the Kingdom of Fargus.
Well, that was certainly an unexpected conclusion to the whole Tomas saga. Thanks to his shapeshifting ability, he slipped free of the Knights and escaped.
Shapeshifting.
Yes, that's what I said. Also, I know what you want to say next. His powers are just like the ones you gave me.
His powers are just like the ones you gave me. Are you in league with him, Arval? Where did these powers come from?
If I am in league with him, no one has informed me. All I have is you, my dear partner in destiny. Still, I saw what you saw. Clearly, we don't have a monopoly on shapeshifting.
And now that everyone knows about Tomas, some of them must have connected the dots back to me. At least they've had the grace to keep it to themselves.
It's because they trust you. Hold on, someone's coming.
Ah, there you are.
That was disgusting. I'm so sorry.
Something wrong?
No, I simply wanted to check in after the unsettling events of the other day.
Well, it's not like I'm a quivering wreck or anything, but it's gonna make my life a lot harder if my powers end up being evil.
Perhaps. And yet... How do I put this? Power is neutral. The good or evil of it comes from the one who wields it. For example, I possess extreme strength, and have always believed this gift was bestowed upon me so that I might protect others. And you used your power to save us, which means it cannot possibly be evil.
Didn't mean to fish for sympathy there, but, well, thanks.
My apologies if I overstepped.
I've been looking all over for you, Prince Dmitri. Her Grace the Archbishop is asking for you. She requests that you come to the audience chamber immediately. Duke Fraldarius has arrived for a visit.
Rodrigue is here? I'm on my way. Let us continue this discussion later.
Hold on. What did you say?
I've only just heard the news, so I'm a bit hazy on the finer points. But it seems my uncle has seized control of the capital and declared war on House Fraldarius. All signs point to him wanting to stamp the line out entirely.
That's Felix's family, right? They're one of the kingdom's leading houses. What does the royal family gain from eliminating them?
I'd wager it has to do with House Fraldarius supporting my claim to the throne.
The bigger question is why the Grand Duke chose to launch an offensive now of all times.
Whatever the reason, he must have decided to act before His Highness's coronation could take place.
My uncle claims House Fraldarius is attempting to install me as their puppet. As such, he issued a written appeal to the Western Lords to help him rescue me from the Duke's foul clutches, as he puts it.
In what cruel world would our noble house take the reins of a boor like you?
Don't ask me, it's his pretext.
So what exactly is going on in the capital? You said it's been seized. Oh dear.
I do hope nobody there has been met with foul play.
He's in no position to engage such a move until I've been removed from the situation.
I say the Regent should be dealt with. I haven't heard one good thing about his leadership.
I've no intention of becoming a pawn in this game. All the same, I must return to Fargus at once. Dedue, you will accompany me.
As you wish, Your Highness.
Felix, I'm sure your father will contact you soon. For now, just wait for Rodrigue to weigh in.
Ash?
Sorry, it's just that Lenato used to be in the Grand Duke's service, so...
He is a man of compassion. It's not out of the question he'll be swayed to my uncle's side. Truth be told, we're not sure where anyone's allegiances lie at this point. So let's not hasten to conclusions, any of us. We must all keep level heads. I'm told you are sending the knights to help us, Lady Rhea. I do not wish to sound ungrateful, but are you sure you want to do that?
The Church of Seiros cannot overlook this grievance.
Regrettably, many of our knights were dispatched elsewhere several days ago on another matter. However, while we may lack numbers, we have put together a unit of considerable skill. It will be captained by someone near and dear to you, in fact. Someone well suited to a mission within the kingdom.
Someone near to... Ah, of course. That is encouraging.
Since its very inception, we have watched over the kingdom of Fargus as one would their own child. When its peace is threatened, the Church has no choice but to act.
I have not forgotten your outpouring of aid after my father's passing 4 years ago. And I swear to repay that kindness in full.
One other thing, a suggestion, if you will, from the Church.
Interesting. So she wants all of us to go with you?
Yes. This time, the Knights of Seiros will be accompanying us, in addition to Professor Yuritsa.
Well, I certainly don't mind. But Annie and Ash, what about you?
You know I'm always behind you. But considering what it means for my uncle, I don't know. House Dominic's lands are surrounded by other houses that are likely to support Rufus's claim. If I join you, it could sour my family's relations with our neighbors.
I'll go. I mean, of course I don't want to get Lenato into any trouble. But I also know he'd want me to do what I think is right.
I'm sorry to place such a difficult decision on your shoulders, Ash. And what of you?
I'm really not sure about this. But I also have nothing to gain by staying here at the Academy. Besides, I want to use my powers to help. After all, the good or evil of a thing comes from the person wielding it. Am I right?
Indeed it does. You have my thanks.
There you go again, throwing yourself headlong into the first conflict you find. No wonder I have to keep stepping in to guide you. Still, we basically have no choice, so run wild, I guess.
I'll inform you of the details soon. Please ensure you're prepared by then.
All right.
Have you need of me?
You know what sort of life His Highness led when he lived with Viriad before coming to the Academy? Well, I'll tell you. Under the protective guarding him, the Grand Duke provided an escort who watched his every move at all times. Despite having committed no crime, he was basically put under house arrest. Word is that he even read his letters, can you imagine? Sadly, we might find our nights on the fridges could be little for them. But this time, I'm going to help. That's why I fled the capital and came running here.
What's going on?
There are rumors floating around regarding the Duke of Itha. Perhaps you have heard of them. People claim he had previous kings assassinated, and that he was involved in the tragedy of Duskard. But most rumors are not but wild. Something about these seem strangely incredible. There have been long whisperings around discord between the Grand Duke and the late king, not to mention a man's relationship with His Highness.
Hey, you.
She isn't here. No, I thought for sure she'd know. Up for a fight in the kingdom. Huh? Who isn't here? Oh, why? Thunder Catherine, of course. She's a swordsman who wields one of the hero's relics. She's the most powerful of all the knights, and I thought that this would be a chance to go head to head with her and see who can bear the most enemies. But if she's not here, she's not here. I'll just have to beat our foes twice as hard.
Indeed.
The knight can't be Gustav, can he? True, he claims his name to be Albert, yet hey, I never would have believed that the man who abandoned his country would return at this late hour.
Hello. This way.
I'm Gilbert, charged with commanding the Knights of Ceros into the coming battle. Though the need arise, I hope you will rely on me. I will not permit any harm to come to the students of the Officers Academy. The fact that you're especially dispatched here must mean you have a connection to the kingdom, or perhaps even the royal capital. Indeed, but only slightly more than other knights. However, it does not mean every one of the blue lines will be joining.
Let's see.
Yeah, I guess Annette must have some reasons for not coming along, huh? I suppose so, yes. Oh, at least that answered my question as to why his name was Gustav instead of Gilbert. To be honest, I'm afraid of His Highness. I mean, he's definitely a good person, don't get me wrong or anything. He usually got a somber look on his face, but his instructions to his troops are always clear. But still, that face, I got no idea what's going on in his head. Is he sad? Is he calm? It's impossible to tell. And he was born with that inhuman strength of his, right? I'm sure, it sure makes him hard to approach. And what if I make him mad?
What are your thoughts?
Did you know the whole town under Garrick Mock? A bunch of suspicious characters live there. They call it a business. I read that part.
So listen.
Rufus has always been a sharp one, so I'll tell you what, none could ever match him when it came to the political acumen. But while everyone recognized the talent, he had no crest, so the throne ended up going to his younger brother, Lambert. Lambert was the polar opposite of his brother in nature and temperament, though he possessed a natural genius in matters of tactics. Can't help but wonder what would happen if pair of them could have worked together to govern the kingdom.
Do you have a spare moment?
If the member has Brenius, the present situation was one I cannot simply leave by. To begin with, His Highness Dimitri's succession to the throne was duly agreed upon and acknowledged by the Archbishop herself. After the death of His Majesty, my house and the Little Lords made preparations with that intent. Yet the Grand Duke would now attempt to overthrow that agreement. I won't let it stand.
Got a minute?
After the death of the previous king, most of the royal knights were currently taken under the command of Rufus, the Grand Duke of Ithaca. Some portion escaped the capital and rejoined with us here, but not all. There are evidently still some few yet who are resisting. I want nothing more than to help them.
Oh, that's right.
Now that I think about it, I heard something when we were leaving Garrick Mock. Evidently, Professor Eureka set out for the Imperial capital along with the Black Eagles. And if I'm not mistaken, most of the Knights of Ceros had some sort of business which kept them from joining us on this mission. I'm certain it's not the Academy related, but I wonder what Annie and the others are doing.
Nice day we're having.
Well, no. Are you a student of the Officers Academy? I am Rodrigo Achille Fraldarius, the very man at the center of the maelstrom we find ourselves. You have my apologies for getting you involved in this recent discord.
So basically...
So you must be Felix's dad, indeed. And I heard you've been quite the boon to my son.
Would it bother you?
Military strength will be essential if we are to take the royal capital. So I would ask you aid in the matter if at all possible.
Got a second?
Hey, cheer up, Felix. Your dad's getting worried. I know how pleasant it feels to have people make weird claims about your family. Don't act as if you have all figured out. That sort of thing would never bother me. So if that's not what was bothering you, why do you look like you got punched in the gut? Because a certain someone's indecision is making me sick to my stomach.
Good.
Look, if you're that concerned about His Highness, you should say something to him. Why would the job of cheering him up fall to me? Dot dot dot.
Yeah, I
Enough
don't
moving,
know.
Dimitri. You're really gonna start hurting morale around here if you don't pull yourself together.
I wonder.
Yes, I suppose it's a bit pathetic. Perhaps I'll swing my lance around and try to exercise myself out of this malaise. I had a missive sent to my uncle, but I wager I'll not receive a reply. Please continue my preparation so we can set out immediately if the fighting starts. I had a business meeting coming up in Furia, but that's been cancelled. It's hardly the same time for that now. I'm sure you remember that King went to meet with leaders of Dusker, yes? Well, they were beset by attackers from Dusker on their way here. All were killed. Only the young prince made it. Someone marshaled an army and sent soldiers to raise Dusker immediately. In the meantime, Furia is all in chaos without a king. Dusker really made a mistake there. Here. They're all going to be punished for the actions of a few extremists. Still considering what they did, maybe they deserve it. I suggest that means we can no longer treat with Dusker. Shame. Their goal to be mined near Gewiar, and their blacks are exceptional. No matter what, don't do anything until I return. A bunch of letters sent from Furia. I loathe the Grand Duke. He tries to harm His Highness on countless occasions. His Highness is first game was pressing the rebellion in the west. That too was the plot of the Grand Duke. Only because of House Fidelis did His Highness emerge unscathed. Assassination attempts continue to be unceasing in the palace afterward as well. And given what happened with King Lambert and Dusker,
well,
His Highness must be aware of the Man's Hill attempt.
Well,
Are you certain this is okay, Ash? Lord Oda was only a servant of the Grand Duke after all. Yes, when we learned of this circumstances, he told me to hold on to what I believed was just.
Let's see.
Whether or not is your adopted father, right? Hey, Ash, he sounds like quite the man. Thanks, I hope to be just like him someday. Which is exactly what I'm gonna do. Oh, what I believe in Grid. Don't worry. Maybe you really are suited to be a knight, Ash. Alright, I better get some rest before the fighting cooks off.
You have my thanks.
You see, you've spoken with everyone. The consideration is much appreciated. We shall depart the moment everything is ready. Please be sure to rest until then.
The Duke has stamped out most of the troops who invaded Fraldarius. As things stand, a clash on royal soil and eventually within the capital is inevitable. As you are the only blood kin I have, my lord, I pray we might find a way to resolve this conflict peacefully. Bah, what rubbish. He sings of conciliation, but I know a threat when I read it.
Shouldn't you take better care of a letter from your dear nephew, my lord?
He's not expecting a reply. The creature means to slay me.
Your fear of Prince Dimitri runs deeper than I thought. You shouldn't have missed your chance 4 years ago in Dusker, or 2 years ago during the suppression of the rebellion. That's twice you failed to kill him.
I've learned my lesson. A lion's cub is still a lion, and one cannot slay a lion with a clumsy scheme. It's those monstrous eyes, Cornelia. They terrify me. boy is a vicious animal, yet he attempts to feign actual grief that we can't find common ground. The aberrance of it shakes me to my core.
I just muted. I was saying that I thought Carmilla still looks like one of the most beautiful characters that they ever made in this game. Like, look at that portrait. It's like it looks beautiful. Too bad she's evil, but that you have to kill her. But from the last game, but I don't know if things will change. But she still looks beautiful as a character drawing.
I understand completely.
Every night since I killed my brother, I dream a lion is ripping out my throat.
You'll run yourself ragged if you live your days in fear of revenge. You were meant to rule Fargus, and you have the power to make it so. Your royal army is the finest in the realm, and if I may be so bold, you also have me. Put your worries to rest, my king. Sleep deeply and without fear.
I'm so utterly tired. Tired of being afraid. Tired of what I've become. All of it.
I see. And how much longer until Tullus gives the word?
I know only that something is amiss in the Imperial capital.
Curse it all! I am not waiting 1,000 years for that doddering old fool to act. Rally the Western Lords and their troops, and be quick about it. Have them make ready to intercept that whelp.
As you command, Cleobulus.
According to our scouts, the enemy has positioned their troops on the capital streets.
So they can use the townsfolk as shields when we take the fight to them. With vulgar tactics.
Well, now that we know their strategy, our next move will be critical. A victory stained with the people's blood achieves nothing. We'll need to move our forces swiftly, but with caution. Dedu, has there been a reply from my uncle?
Nothing of yet.
I thought not.
Your Highness, will you truly be able to strike Rufus down when the time comes?
I will do what is required of me.
Preparations are complete, Your Highness.
The people are waiting for you, Dimitri. Let's not keep them any longer.
No, we'd best not.
You're our commander, but you look like you're heading for a funeral. Could you maybe try not being so insufferable?
Apologies for my demeanor. I've more than a few things on my mind. But very well. Let's begin our final war council.
You look pale. Not keen on fighting your own blood?
Sadly, I saw this fight coming long ago.
Then what's the problem?
Now that I've brought the fight to the streets of the capital, I wonder if my actions are right. Most of the people here favor keeping the royal line of succession. That's because my father and the kings before him maintained peace inside these walls. But ever since my uncle seized power, the people have been forced to endure his licentious reign. Did you know they asked me to assume the throne before my time at the academy? They said only a true king could undo Rufus's misrule.
So why didn't you?
Because it would have divided the kingdom, just as it's doing now. Yet had I supported my uncle's claim, it would have been open rebellion. And the only way to prevent such a rebellion is to invade the capital and kill the regent. In other words, I cannot restore my grandfather's peace. without first breaking it.
In that case, there's no reason to hesitate. You know fighting is the only answer here. You just have to accept it.
My apologies. I have a bad habit of agonizing over such things. And as all of you have come this far to help me, the least I can do is make an attempt at optimism.
Defeat Rufus. Dude, look at this. This map is insane.
I can depart at once.
Time to go.
I can do this.
The reason I'm not going to use Dimitri's because I want everybody else to level up. 50 minutes to kill 1,200 enemies.
As we feared, the soldiers are using the townsfolk as shields. What cowards!
And our first priority is to secure the people's safety. Wait.
I'll handle this.
We'll start by eliminating guards on the capital perimeter. Commence the attack.
This will go faster if we split into two groups.
They're coming! Shore up the defenses!
Elvis broke a sweat there. Next.
Allow me.
Stand back! I'm all right. Perimeter is secure.
Just take a breath.
Things should be easier now that we know our backs are
Allow
safe.
me.
Open the gates and seize the town. But ensure no harm comes to the people. Stand back!
My turn?
Allow me.
Ferdiad is large. We should divide and conquer.
Hey, aren't the front gates still closed off? We should probably open them up so we can get reinforcements in here, yeah?
I wonder why they dress as empires.
And if things go awry, we might need another way out.
You cannot tell me that's not the Empire outfit.
Well, he's a valiant one. Clearly that apple did not fall far from the tree.
To think they would involve innocent people. We must end this battle as soon as we can.
This ends here!
I can go.
Allow me. Begin the operation.
There you go.
I got this!
Shall we?
Is this really the best the officers of Ether can offer? Disappointing.
Out of the way!
I do this for His Highness.
Seize this moment! No, not yet!
I want to see the special here. Horse Burst is different. I didn't see that one yet.
I won't back down. Shall we?
Watch and learn.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
Hear you loud and clear.
Take a breather. I'll handle this.
Allow me.
I got this!
I'll do my best. We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best. I'll do my best.
Let's begin.
In that case, fling open the gates. Sorry, Your Highness. Stole your thunder there.
Open the main gate to Castle Town.
We should have never let it come to this. Do not blame yourself. However, if you seek to make amends, lend me your strength and help me reclaim the capital.
Forgive me, my lord. I see our enemy is somewhat confident. Deal with this, Viscount Kleiman.
Worry not, Cornelia. We will save Prince Dimitri from that vile puppeteer who controls him. I'll show you no mercy. Seize this moment.
Not a problem.
I'll show you no...
Hear you loud and clear.
Mercy.
Shall we?
We need to take care of those soldiers before we're boxed in.
I suggest we again divide our soldiers to deal with the multiple threats, Your Highness.
This map is so big.
Watch and learn.
Seize this moment.
This is just sad. Can we please hurry and get this battle over with?
All right.
That are his. Not much you can really do.
Allow me. Are you ready?
No regrets.
Maybe this.
I'm not faltering.
That's really it.
Please, Your Highness, you must see reason. We are only doing our duty.
Take him into custody. I have a lot of questions for him.
At once, Your Highness.
Hear you loud and clear.
I can go.
The town should be safe for the time being. Let's press on to the castle.
Allow me.
How do we breach the castle with the drawbridges up?
These people...
Who else am I controlling? Shows.
Hopelessly outnumbered. Unleash our units from the strongholds and crush them off.
This could be our chance. There are controls by the castle gates that lower the drawbridges. We can do so from within the strongholds.
Your Highness, the troops that escaped the castle have taken up position in the surrounding strongholds.
That won't do. We must retake them at once and ensure the town is safe for good.
Allow me.
Watch and
You're here to rescue us. Give us the honor of joining you in battle.
There we go. He's dead. We can move on next. We can switch to Ingrid probably.
My turn. I'll handle this.
This area is secure. Not a moment too soon, it seems.
Yeah, they're all just grouped up. Where's Ash? Go open this chest for me.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ult here. Easier to get him out.
This ends here.
I can go.
Better crack this place again. You can clear it faster here.
Watch and learn.
That is the last of the strongholds. We should be much quieter around here from now on.
Hey, you tried. I'll show you.
Wait, did the my cube just spawn out of that?
Take a breather.
Allow me.
Just say, yeah,
Of course, the main entrance is blocked. We need to find another way in.
Allow me.
Well done. Now to lower the drawbridge. Begin the operation. Up.
Seize this moment.
Good. Now, to lower the other drawbridge, we'll be able to attack the enemy from both sides.
Really underestimated the royal wealth. Time for someone to put him in his place.
Now that we have access to both the east and west bridges, it's time to breach the capital, corner the traitors, and strike them down.
My, this is your lucky day. I've decided that you deserve my
Dude, this map is so
personal
big.
attention.
Ah, fate. You truly are whimsical. Will today mark my death or his? Either way, this farce will finally come to a close.
Not a problem. I've got it.
Stand back!
No, I can't.
As we feared, the soldiers are using the townsfolk as shields. What cowards!
Why is it just not my R button not working?
Secure the people's safety. My uncle... Wait. We'll start by eliminating guards on the capital perimeter. Commence the attack. This will go faster if we split into two groups. They're coming! Shore up the defenses!
I almost broke a sweat there. Next.
I'll handle this.
Perimeter is secure. Things should be easier now that we know our backs are safe. Open the gates and seize the town. Ensure no harm comes to the people.
Ferdiad is
Begin the operation.
large. We should divide and conquer.
Hey, aren't the front gates still closed off? We should probably open them up so we can get reinforcements in here, yeah? Not a problem. I've got this.
Shall we?
Fine idea. And if things go awry, we might need another way out.
Well, he's the one. Clearly, that apple did not fall far from the tree.
To think they would involve innocent people. We must end this battle as soon as we can. Allow me.
Is this really the best the officers of Ether can offer? Disappointing.
I can still fight!
This stronghold will fall!
No, not yet! I can still fight!
I'll do what I...
Take a breather.
Now's our chance. Attack!
I'll handle this.
Allow me.
Are you
Watch and learn. Do this for His Highness.
I got this.
There you go.
Take a breather.
In that case, fling open the gates. Sorry, Your Highness. Stole your thunder there. Your Highness, you're all right.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
We will proceed as planned. Something that we should have never let it come to.
Allow me.
Do not blame yourselves. However, you seek to make amends. Lend me your strength and help me reclaim the capital.
Forgive me, my lord. I see our enemy is somewhat competent. Deal with this, Viscount Clemens.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Hear you loud and clear. Come on, let's get marching.
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
Not a problem.
Worry not, Cornelia. We will save Prince Dimitri from that vile puppeteer who controls him.
Stand back.
We need to take care of those soldiers before we're boxed in.
I suggest we again divide our soldiers to deal with the multiple threats, Your Highness.
Please, Your Highness, you must see reason. We are only doing our duty.
Taken into custody. I have a lot of questions to gather.
At once, Your Highness.
It's just sad. Can we please hurry and get this battle over with?
Allow me. I can go.
Stand back.
Where's Ash?
I'll do my best.
Allow me.
No mercy.
I won't back down.
The town should be safe for the time being. Let's press on to the castle.
How do we breach the castle with the drawbridges up?
These people are hopelessly outnumbered. Unleash our units from the strongholds and...
Not a problem. Move.
Crush them all.
This could be our chance. There are controls by the castle gates that lower the...
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Hear you loud and clear. Up drawbridges. You can do so from within the strongholds.
Your Highness, the
troops that escaped the castle have taken up position in the surrounding strongholds.
Won't do. We must retake them at once and ensure the town is safe for good.
You're here to rescue us. Give us the honor of joining you in battle.
Watching my turn. Here it comes! Take this!
Clear it fast.
You're done!
This area is secure. Not a moment too soon, it seems.
Let us take this stronghold!
And of course, the main entrance is blocked. We need to find another way in.
There we go.
Now, if we lower the other drawbridge, we'll be able to attack the enemy from both sides.
Clearly underestimated the royal will. Time for someone to put him in his place.
Let's take the stronghold.
Not a problem.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform.
Let's begin.
I'll handle this.
Now that we have access to both the east and west bridges, it's time to breach the capital, corner the traitors, and strike them down.
Shall we?
That's the last of the strongholds.
Begin the operation.
We should be much quieter around here from now on.
My, this is your lucky day. I've decided that you deserve my personal attention.
I don't think Cordelia dies here. I feel it'll be weird.
Ah, fate. You truly are whimsical. Will today mark my death or his? Either way, this farce will finally come to a close.
Not a problem.
Tell me.
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
Let's begin. Come with me.
I'll do my best.
I won't fail!
glasses. Does our hospitality displease you so?
You're done!
Yes, he's not done.
I'll handle this.
I'll show you what I can do. Getting you wrapped up in my fun again. But sadly, I must bid you farewell.
She's slippery, Catherine.
Sure is. But if you think I need it to beat you, think again. Take a breather.
Watch and learn. Still fast.
My turn.
Stand back.
I can go.
Watch and learn.
So, it's come to this at last.
Glad I came to
If you want my head, then come claim it.
I intend to.
On our pride as knights, we will defend our liege to the last.
House Darius has endured the most ludicrous of accusations because of you.
And yet, they're all true. Just see how you use that monster in an attempt to seize it.
Hey, you tried.
What right do you have to rule over men when you're barely human yourself? If you're an innocent, nothing more. Not that I should have killed you at Dusker when I had the chance.
I won't back down. There.
What are you waiting for, monster? Kill me. Avenge your father.
Bind that man and take him away.
Your Highness, we are moving Rufus to a cell and preparing him for questioning.
Good, thank you. I will join you shortly. Raise your voices with me, friends. You fought hard this day, and now victory is ours.
Alright, I'm gonna probably turn it off after the cutscenes and call it a day.
I suppose I
think.
Yeah.
What?
Something you feel like saying?
No.
All traitors get put to the sword. It's his duty as king.
Final words?
None for you. But tell me something, boy. Does it trouble you to slay your own kin? What a surprise. I did not think you capable of sympathy, craven monster that you are.
Yes. But either way, I do what I must.
Well, to perish by your hand, it is a fate that I much deserve.
thought he would smirk there.
Which leaves the lords Elidor, Mateus, and Kleiman. We believe they, as well as many powerful Western lords, were accomplices in the assassination of the late king. Along with the Grand Duke, they seem to have received large sums of money and supplies from the imperial nobility. Thinking this to be recompense for the assassination in Duscar, we investigated the link further. In 1171, the mage Cornelia arranged for a certain powerful imperial family to come to the kingdom.
That's the year when my step-uncle, Lord Arundel, brought Edelgard here in exile.
Correct. We think Lord Arundel and his followers were behind the matter. They have deep ties to the imperial household.
As I suspected. You're a clever man, Margrave Gautier. Well done.
Thank you, Your Highness.
If we continue wringing information out of them at this pace, we'll soon have a clear picture of what transpired.
My uncle's attendants must also confess to the slaughter in Duscar. But now that things have come this far, we can't expect the Western Lords to stay silent. We need a way to keep them far from power.
Oh, there are always ways, provided you're willing to keep all your options open.
Yes, I suppose so. Let us speak more of this later. For now, spread word of what you have found to every palace and pub in the land. That should help keep the lords in check.
Is that wise, Your Highness? If we announce that Rufus was involved in the tragedy of Duscar,
I will not feed my people half-truths. They deserve to know.
I've always admired that candor, Your Highness. Yet such news is sure to create a degree of unrest in the kingdom.
So you suggest we bury the truth? Should it somehow come to light, the people's faith in me will be forever shaken. If the kingdom is ever to part ways with our bloody past, this is the path we must walk.
fine words, though I doubt they'll appease the people of Duscar. Nor the rest of Fargus, many of whom will not be so quick to forgive.
Ha! We thought you might say as much, which is why His Highness and I have devised a solution. I will resign the title of Duke and pass it to my heir.
Spare me, Rodrigue. One person with wild ideas is already one too many.
It's not wild at all, Matthias. Someone must bear responsibility for what happened in Duscar. People will naturally seek to point the finger at His Highness, and we need him unsullied if he is to lead. Someone has to get down in the mud and bear the slings and arrows for him. Who better for such a task than me?
Rodrigue will abandon his title and work with Dedue to restore harmony between our people. I'm not asking him to take his life. Rather, he offered to spend it to set things to rights.
In that case, we've only to deal with the issue of the throne. I believe we should move forward with your coronation straight away.
I agree. My time at the Officers' Academy was a valuable experience, but I belong here now. Obviously, Felix won't be able to return either. Have him come to me later, so I can deliver the news and an apology.
I've already had a word and told him what must be done. You've no need to apologize.
Yes, I have. As for you, Gustav, you'll also be staying here in the kingdom.
But I abandoned my homeland. There can be no place for me in Fargus.
I will make a place for you. I need your help. Lady Rhea will understand.
It would be my great honor, Your Highness.
Send word to the Church and the Lords. Count Galatea will be in charge of contacting the South. Now, there's another topic I'd like to discuss. I wish to reorganize my army. Since I have you all assembled, I'd like to hear your suggestions.
You still working, Dimitri? Have you even slept since the battle?
Never mind that. There's a favor I've been meaning to ask of you. It won't happen right away, but I'm considering the formation of a new private army. I need someone to captain them, and I was hoping it might be you.
And what does the leader of the kingdom need with a private army?
I fear my uncle may have rubbed off on too many of my knights. I'm not saying they're all bad, but it's clear as day that bribery ran rampant. To rectify the matter, I'm looking into a complete reorganization of the army. These next several years will be an age of civil war, and I want to be surrounded with the best and most loyal soldiers I can find.
Well, that does sound interesting. Still, I'm just a regular old grunt. Why put me in charge?
Because this will be an army of commoners, not knights and nobles. A mercenary like you is far more likely to earn their trust than some stuffy noble who's never known a day of hardship. Please, allow me to be clear. This is not an order. If you'd rather return to the academy, you're free to do so.
Are you kidding? I'm in. Thank you, Dimitri.
Time out. I have to pay? I literally was like, hey, Claude, you gotta pay me, right? Am I not being like, hey, you're gonna pay me? You're gonna pay me? Am I not gonna do that here? Like, I asked for Claude to pay me. Where's my payment?
Rufus's revolt and ended his uncle's life, Dimitri draws closer to the truth regarding the tragedy of Duscur, and also begins the process of ascending the throne. All the while, the Adrestian Empire deals with a fierce power struggle in its capital, Enbar, while the Leicester Alliance finds themselves pitted against an invading Olmyran horde. Realizing the troubles of Fodlan will fall squarely on her young students' shoulders, Archbishop Rhea closes the Officers' Academy and permits her charges to return home. Azure Gleam. To war. It is the end of 1181. 2 years have passed since the Officers' Academy closed its doors. After ascending the throne, Dimitri labors to bring peace to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. With Edelgard ruling as the Emperor of Adrestia and Claude leading the Leicester Alliance, the three erstwhile schoolmates strike out as the next generation of leaders. A new era is dawning in Fodlan, and much teeters at the brink of great change. The first tremors of a major upheaval rock the land as Edelgard declares war on the Central Church.
Pardon my lateness, Your Majesty.
You needn't worry, Felix. I know your duties are many. Though, I'm afraid we could not wait for you to begin the discussion.
This is about the Empire's declaration of war against the Central Church, yes?
Indeed. As you're aware, we have already begun accepting refugees from Garreg Mach. But a few days ago, I received a confidential request from Seteth, asking us to protect the higher-ranking members of the Church, including Lady Rhea herself. Of course, we'd only meet this eventuality were Garreg Mach to fall. As it stands, we find ourselves quite literally stuck between the Empire and the Church. I'm not sure how much longer we can remain neutral.
If I might, Your Majesty, troubling as it may be, I believe it prudent for us to reject this proposal from the Church outright.
Offering them shelter will only serve to provoke an invasion from the Empire. This matter of the Southern Church concerns me as well, but I believe we have more important matters to be fussing over at the moment.
Your counsel is much appreciated, Viscount Elidor, but I assure you, things are not as cut and dry as you make them out to be. The mandate granted to the King of Fargus and all the lords who serve under him is given legitimacy only by the grace of the Church. Are we to renounce the very heart of this kingdom simply because we shudder at the thought of invasion? War will always come at one point or another, and some degree of suffering is purely inevitable. You know this as well as I, Viscount.
You dare speak of suffering, do you? When the blaze of war will not scorch your lands in the north as it does ours?
I would normally agree that those of us from the Northern Territory should hold less sway in this discussion. But if Garrick Mach were to fall, the war front would not halt in the west. Your Majesty, what of House Rowe or Galatea, or the others in the south?
Not a word from Count Rowe as it stands, but I did receive a missive from Count Galatea. It read, "My people are not fools enough to rejoice in the surrender of their territories to invaders. There is no morality in turning our backs on the institution at the very foundation of our lives. We must support the Church as they have supported us."
Your Majesty, we owe a great debt to the Central Church for their role in quelling the uprising 2 years ago. To not repay such generosity in kind would risk weakening the trust of your vassals.
And if that happens, we might find ourselves
I never
right
noticed
back
this
in the
before.
same mess as before. They lack the crest of Blathid, but there's no small number of nobles who might crawl out of the woodwork claiming royal blood. The kingdom's already seen the turmoil and division such claimants can bring after the death of King Klaus.
What do from Darius? Surely we are better served attempting to head off the very real and imminent war at hand, instead of debating hypothetical unrest.
Oh yeah, so I just noticed this. I didn't notice it because before, but I just noticed it now. The lying on Dimitri's chest with the bandage or with the belt over the lion's eye, call back to three houses. I like that. I think it's a cool detail that they added into the game. I didn't notice that before until now.
I don't want my people to suffer the pain of conflict. But does anyone here really think the Empire will simply stop if we appease their every demand? Suppose we do let the Empire take the Archbishop. And suppose we accept this new Southern Church. Then what?
I imagine the Empire plans to install the Bishop of the Southern Church, Count Varley, in Lady Rhea's place. I fear I've heard nothing good concerning either the man himself or his teachings. They purport to be an arm of the Church of Seros, but the Southern Church is nothing more than a mouthpiece for the Empire at large.
In other words, rejecting the Central Church in favor of this new Southern one would be no different from flat-out accepting Imperial rule. It's hard to say just how they would treat our kingdom were such events to unfold. Though I imagine it would involve heavy taxation for the express purpose of bleeding Fargus dry and filling the Imperial coffers.
Do you have something to add, Duke Fraldarius?
Not really, no. I was just wondering how long we were planning to continue this tedious charade. The question's simple. Do we hand over our kingdom and subject ourselves to Imperial rule or not?
I believe the Margrave has been quite clear as to what will happen if we give in to the Empire's demands. We've all been informed of the rapid reformation their region has undergone, many aspects of which I admire, I'm not ashamed to say. But an old, stubborn land like ours isn't suited for such tempestuous change. Radical new freedoms are not what the people of Fargus need right now. They need stability, steady improvement in their daily lives, and real, lasting change can only come from a solid foundation.
Sounds like your Majesty has made up his mind then. Just say the word and we'll leap into action.
The Holy Kingdom of Fargus will hereby offer asylum to the Church of Seros. Everyone, sharpen your blades and prepare for the battles ahead. Gustav, Dedu, make to ride at once. Our intentions must be made clear. Not only to the Church and the Empire, but to Count Rowe as well, and all the other lords who failed to answer my summons.
Understood, Your Majesty.
Okay. I'm gonna end the stream.
Hey, did you hear?
Never mind.
It sounds like we're gonna be going to war with the Empire.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Ever since His Majesty ascended the throne, we've been fighting battle after battle through every corner of Fargus. But I never thought we'd be going toe-to-toe with the actual Empire. I'd be nervous if it even felt real.
Yeah, it's not like I'm opposed to the war, but I have a weird feeling about this too.
You uneasy? I didn't even think that was possible. But I suppose you learn something new every day. I can't help but wonder, though. What happens to Fargus now? I feel like things have been steadily improving lately, but not everyone favors His Majesty as I do.
Yeah, I hear the grumbles too. But there's not a ruler in the world who doesn't have their fair share of critics, right? All I know is, we wouldn't be where we are now if not for him. I mean, look at me. Saddled with some mysterious power we don't know anything about, and he still chose to put his faith in me. It's only right I return the favor in kind. Oh, and speak of the devil.
Am I interrupting something?
No, of course not. Please, allow me to take my leave. Your Majesty, Commander.
So, you heard all that, huh?
More or less. I apologize for the interruption, but there's an urgent matter at hand.
Anything I can do to help?
There is. As you know, we've offered asylum to the Central Church in their efforts to flee the Empire. As such, we are to escort the Archbishop herself to the royal capital at once. I expect heavy pursuit from the Imperial forces, so I am assembling a team of those I trust most to assist in the mission. Of course, I'll be leading my own regiment into battle, but I was wondering if you'd be willing to accompany me.
What, is that it? I'd be glad to. How are things looking at Garrick Mach while we're on the subject?
Grim. Neither the Knights of Seros nor the monastery ramparts are capable of holding off the Empire's massive military might. I dare say we have precious little time to waste. Prepare to deploy at once.
Okay. Your team is rather nice, isn't it? I suppose it's paid to be commander. You said it. The areas are totally different from here compared to all that small-time outfits I used to run with. Yeah, I got my own space where I can kick back and keep all my stuff in order. That probably means that I expect a lot from you, more than your talent implies, I would assume. I would imagine.
That reminds me.
Yeesh, this camp is something else. Did you see how many merchants we got?
How tiresome.
You finished sightseeing it? I believe I heard your employer calling for you. So the camp's exactly the same. Yeah. Essentially the same. Alright, I'm gonna call it. Thanks for watching. getting tired. It's late. I gotta feed my cats. Crap. Alright, thanks for watching. Later, guys. Have peace.